But the day of the Lord, the day of the Lord, yes, the day of the Lord, in case you don't know, is, I gotta find some space right here. The day of the Lord, in case you don't know, is this right here, friends. This timeline right here. Okay, so today we are in grace, the age of grace. Here's the church. Then you got the 7-year tribulation, and this belongs to Israel. Then you have the 1,000 years, millennium. And then you have judgment, DGMENT. And then you have eternity. Okay? Now, what is the day of the Lord according to the book? Right here. Everything that I highlight in black. That's the day of the Lord. Bookend by grace and by eternity. So the day of the Lord, according to the book, from what I read, this is 45 days. Why? I don't know. I haven't been able to find that, but I do know it's 45 days according to the book. 1,007 years and 45 days. That's the day of the Lord. Now you know. I'm not going to get deep into that, but that's what it says. But that day will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens, what's going to happen? The heavens will pass away, going to be destroyed with a great noise, and the elements are going to melt with fervent heat. What heavens is he talking about? That one. All of them. All four. They're going to pass away. Then he says, both it and the earth and all the works. What's the works? All the sins committed. What about it, God? They're going to be burned up. Therefore, since all these things will be what? Dissolved. God is going to dissolve all these things. What things? This entire world. So why in the world would he love something he's planning to destroy? He's not loving it. This is the one that he loves. Keep reading. What manner of person ought you to be in holy conduct and godliness? See, we're commanded to have holy conduct and godliness. Looking for and hastening for what? A better day here on this earth? A better government? More protection from your government? A better family? No, you are looking for and hastening the coming of the day of the Lord. That's what you and I should be looking for. Should we disregard family? Of course not. Should we disregard working? Of course not. You should be having your holy conduct in godliness. Those things, since you're here, you should be doing. But at the same time, with more passion and desire, you should be looking for and hastening by doing what God told you to do, the coming of the day of God, because of which the heavens will be dissolved, being on fire, and the elements will melt with fervent heat. That's what we should be doing. This world, this first one, it's going to be dissolved. Then what are we looking for? Nevertheless, we, the disciples of Jesus Christ, according to a promise given to us by Christ himself, that where I am, there you shall be also. In my Father's house, I have a place for you. His promise, we look for what? Something that's brand new. New heavens and a new earth in which dwells righteousness. Well, you say everybody's behaving and obeying God. No, man, that's not what he's talking about. What's dwelling there? Christ is dwelling there. Righteousness dwells there. Who dwells there? Who's your righteousness? I showed you in 1 Corinthians. Who's your righteousness? Christ is. Now, let me go show it to you. New heaven, new earth. God is destroying this one that we're currently on. And then he comes over here and he finished explaining this new heaven and this new earth. Oh, let me show you one thing right here in chapter 20 verse. And then this is pretty quick. So here's this judgment that I showed you, right? I wrote judgment down as part of the day of the Lord. Look what happens when judgment comes. The great white throne judgment. Then I saw a great white throne and him. The him on this throne is Jesus. Because the Father has given him judgment of all things because he became a man. He sat on it. Listen, what happens when Jesus finally reveals himself? Whose face the current earth and the heaven fled away. And there was found no place for them. They were totally annihilated. What happened to the first world? They were annihilated. It was annihilated. I thought he loved it. No, he didn't. No, friends. He never loved this world. It's the new world that he loved. Now watch. Let's go back. Right here. So he finishes off. Look at what he says. This is Revelation chapter 21. Now, John says, after the judgment, after everything has been destroyed, what did you see, John? I saw a new heaven and I also saw a new earth. Well, what happened to the first heaven and the first earth? For the first heaven and the first earth passed away. They were annihilated. Annihilated. So how many worlds did God create? 2. 2. Which one did he love? Keep reading. Also, there was no more sea. Then I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem. There you go. So there's a new heaven and new earth and a new Jerusalem coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from heaven saying, now listen, and Peter, he says, we were going to this place where righteousness did what? Dwell. Jesus said, where I am, my servants will be also. Then he prayed in John 17, and he said, hey, Father, I want them to come with me and be with us and be one with us. Now, where's that? Behold, the tabernacle of God. How many? One is with men. What's the tabernacle of God? Jesus. God is in Christ doing some stuff. It's with men. And he will do what? Dwell with them. There's your righteousness dwelling. There's your righteousness. And they shall be his people. God himself will be with them, dwell with them, and he will be their God. You see what's going on right here? These words are faithful and true. It's done. He's Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. He does all these things. You see? Folks, this is wonderful. All right, I went way, way off topic. But it's good. Now, people understand. You understand now what God is talking about when he says he loved the world. Which world did he love? That one. He did not love this one. He's going to destroy because it is contaminated with sin.